Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the long dark Wintermute Redux story mode with the Gazbeard. And if you remember, in the last episode we returned to the camp office at Mystery Lake, and I said I would get my repairs done and get things unloaded, and we would then move out to do the last bit of running around that we've got to do in Mystery Lake before we prep up for leaving the zone. Well, I've done all that. We're now standing outside the back door of the camp office, and I'm just going to very quickly munch a couple of cattails just to top off our calorie. In fact, cattails might not quite do it. No, they're not. Okay, I'm going to start eating into that MRE. I want us to set out with a full stomach. Took about 500 calories off that MRE, that's fine. Take a drink. Getting quite late in the day for setting out and going on travels. It's just after lunch, but let's get this over and done with. So we're heading out to Unnamed Pond. And the quickest route to Unnamed Pond is going to be through here. We could have gone that way. I could have brought the rabbit traps with me and laid them out over there. I do need to pick up sticks because I dropped most of our sticks in the camp office. So we need to have enough on us to put down a fire if we need to. There we go. That'll keep us going for a wee while. Hopefully there's no wolf down here, but there may well be. I'm kind of wondering if we came across so many wolves in the muskeg this time round because we weren't supposed to be back there. We've been given the instruction to leave the zone, go to the dam, wait for the aurora, get the hell out of here. Maybe by making the muskeg uncomfortable with so many wolves after not having seen any when the old bear was in residence. Of course, he might have been chasing them off. It was the game's way of saying, you're on the wrong map, get back to Mystery Lake and go to the dam. Wouldn't surprise me. I've seen that sort of mechanism in play in games before, and it's one way that the developers encourage you to push forward in their chain of events rather than playing it in true open world style to your own pace and your own agenda. Right, that should be more than enough sticks to keep us going. Don't need to pick any more up. I had to work hard to get our weight down to a manageable level. And when we stepped out of the camp office, we were at about 36.5 or 37 kilos, which is still a couple of kilos over our registered maximum carrying weight. We've probably picked up a kilo and a bit of sticks, but it's all good. Gets us... Hello, rabbit. Yeah, I see you. Ooh. Go flush out the wolves. That way. Go on. Flush them out. No, don't try and climb the rock. You're not a chimpanzee, you're a rabbit. Go on. That way. Go. Go, 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 go. Find the wolf. Find the wolf. I'm just trying to I'm not used to coming in this way for Unnamed Pond. I just want to have a quick check of the map. We do need to go a bit to the left. Okay. Over that hill. Which is what I was thinking, and one of the reasons why I wanted to check the map. May actually be that we're supposed to go over by that rock up there. We'll go over this one and have a look down. Wolves to my right towards the logging camp. If we can get this cleared quite quickly at Unnamed Pond, we should be able to get up to the forestry tower. Might even spend the night at the forestry tower before we drop down to the logging camp to get the forest talker cache. Now I see crows circling down there, and just by this fallen tree, so there may well be a new carcass down here, which would be nice because we could do with another deer skin. Oh, there's a campfire here. And a dead body. Loot the backpack.
Wonder if this is any good to
Chocolate
eat.
bar, sardines. Hunting knife in a reasonable condition. Letter for Hank's niece. Dear Angela, you know I always told you that a time might come when you'd need a hideout for a while. I figured it might be because of the quake, but I didn't really think about how bad things might get on Great Bear later on. It doesn't matter what the reason is. If you ever need to hide out for a while if things get too bad for you in the city, or when you're visiting your mom here on the island, use this info to get into the supply cache I've set up. I know. Your mom told you Uncle Hank was a crazy old coot and to stay away from me. Too much research on the internet, right? All those crazy prepper sites. Well, I won't say it to you, but I'll say it to her next time I see her. Told you so. Your loving Uncle Hank. Okay, we'll take that.
What do we have here?
Hank's lockbox key. That's the key to the locker up in the forestry tower. New objective, search the forestry lookout for Hank's lockbox, which we've been aware of pretty much since we came to Mystery Lake, because we did check up in the tower. A feather. We got 100 feathers in the workbench drawer back at the camp office, and no knowledge of whether we'll ever be able to use them to make bows and arrows. It's nice to have a fire there. Time of day is it? Kind of tempted to make some water. How much water have we got? 1.91 litres. Nah, we can push on. Any more cattails or anything here? Do with replenishing the cattails a little bit. But this is what we came for, essentially. Was to find Hank and get the key to his lockbox. Looking around over there, there's only the one set of crows. I don't see any more crows over here for other carcasses. We've been in the hunter's blind. Let's have a quick look. See if there's anything that we didn't collect when we were here before. I don't see any cattails, I don't see any carcasses. We don't need any mushrooms as far as I'm aware. So let's get out here and head to the forestry lookout. Yeah, there's wolves through there. We're being In some ways, we're now being shepherded in the direction of the dam. Oh, there's a cattail down there. 2 cattails. Let's have them. A 3rd one. Route to the forestry tower. Probably the best way is over that hill. Yeah, there's the top of the unnamed creek, or the nameless creek, whichever you prefer to call it. The hill behind it is the hill that the forestry tower is on. So we're going to utilize all the shortcuts that we know. This is going to be a bit steep along here, so let's follow the ridge top. Oh, and there's a wolf down there. Huh? Glad we're not carrying a lot in the way of meat. Not sure if this is a sheer drop here. Fairly steep, but it's not a precipitous drop. Shit.
Gotta be more careful.
And yeah, that made me jump, which is why the mouse suddenly shook like that. I tell you, jump scares in this game, man. Wolf's still hanging around down there. Now, there's a strong chance we're going to get another sprain going down over here. So I'm just going to continue on without healing that one. Get us down to where... Yeah, there we go, you see?
Sprained wrist out here.
And I should have brought the rabbit traps with me, because we've ended up coming through rabbit clearing after all. Right, let's do something about those sprains. Oops. There we go. Down to 3 bandages. And after this we're down to 1 bandage. We definitely need to get some more bandages made. So we're using the shortcuts that I know to get onto the track up to the forestry tower as quickly as possible. It'll probably be dark by the time we get there, or just after we get there, so we'll spend the night up there, and then after that we'll push on through to the logging camp to get that last forest talker cache, come back, sort all our loot out at the camp office, and then head for the dam. We may or we may not reach the logging camp in this episode. It all depends how long we spend up here. And I'm really hoping that Hank put a firearm cleaning kit in his lockbox up in the tower. We are desperate for it for the rifle, which is one of the reasons I'm not reloading the rifle. The rifle's fully loaded, it's going to encourage me to use it too much. 4 shots is about the limit of what we can afford to use, after which I expect the rifle to break. If Hank has not put a weapon cleaning kit in his lockbox, then we will hope to find one in the lower part of the dam in one of the lockers, which is where I would sometimes find them during survival runs. And it's nice to be up here on a clear day. Let's have a look round at the scenery. There's the route down to the dam. You can just make out the dam through there. There it is. There's the rail car with the dead guy in it. Right. Close the door, keep the heat in. There's the lockbox. Fingers crossed for a weapon cleaning kit. Hank's prepper cache code. Oh, so we're going to go off on another chase now to find another bunker cache. Okay, read the text. Hank's prepper cache code 451832. Okay.
Shit.
We'll take that.
Looks like Hank was going a bit stir-crazy out here. I guess I would too if I had to sit in a tower all day with nothing but a radio for company.
Hank's Journal Part 1. Oh, we didn't read it. Hank's Journal Part 1. I've spent a lot of years in this damn lookout tower, watching the forest around Mystery Lake, and it's giving me nothing but time to think about my life and the world around me, and what I hear is happening. Sitting in a tower like this for days, weeks, months on end is enough to drive anyone crazy. Even if I didn't have anyone to talk to on the radio. And just let me say, I wish that chatty lady would shut up once in a while. I mean, I came out here to be alone, to be away from other people. It's almost enough to make you wish all the radios, all the satellite phones and internet and stuff would just disappear. Anyway, I've been putting aside some supplies every season, leftovers or whatever I can spare, and it's added up to quite a little stash of food and equipment. Hopefully I never need it, but if I do, the ends justifies the means, right? I don't think anyone needs that weird old bunker thing I found. And it makes the perfect place to hide out in the SHTF. You know what I mean. Okay. So, does the map give us a clue as to Hank's lookout? That's the Mystery Lake supply cache, which we found. That's the Mystery Lake supply cache, which we've already found. There's the dam, which is the main quest. Hank's hatch is up there. Okay. So I'm thinking we drop down here, get this supply cache, pick up the stuff we left at the logging camp, come back to the camp office, drop it off and sort out what we're taking onward with us, then come through and check out Hank's hatch, and then head into the dam. And that'll be the end for us. Right, so we've got about 10 minutes left. What time of day is it? Oh, it's coming right on to sunset, isn't it? Yeah. So we want to... Let's have a think. Anything here we want? Not really, no. How are we doing for water? Could really do with making some water, couldn't we? So if I take that can, I put that up there, and take that newsprint. Start a fire. Oh, what matches tinder fuel. Right. Let's get a fire going, get some water on the go. Could always leave water up here. If we make too much, that is. There we go. Fire started nicely. Right. Sticks. Got a bunch of sticks. 1 hour 37. Not quite enough. That'll do. Right. Cook pot up there. Move that can there. We brought a cook pot with us as well. So... put that cook pot on there. Make water. 2 litres. Make water. 2 litres. While that's cooking, let's get some tinder and stuff made. So, newspapers, yeah. Right, so how much tinder does that now give us? Now gives us 8 tinder, no need to make any more. Perfect. 34 minutes till melted. You know, we could have got back to the camp office. Not as dark as it looks, is it? We've got an hour and a half of daylight. Yeah, we're gonna have to stay here now. It's too close to dark. Okay, take that. Take that. Take our cook pot. Can back on there. That pattern down on the floor. Could actually take that cook pot out of here with us. We don't need to. It's kind of useful to have it here in a way. 7 minutes left on the fire. Depends what happens to the temperature when the fire goes out. Right, let's think about dropping some water here, because we are now carrying too much. Yeah. If we drop 3 litres. Oh, take a drink. We need to feed up, so let's feed up. We've got tons of crackers back at, and MREs actually, back at the camp office. First off, let's finish up, oh no, finish up that box of crackers first. Right, get rid of that can of sardines, it's a bit dodgy. No food poisoning, excellent. How are we doing on calories? 2279, we need about 250 more calories. It's 300 in that one. 250 in that one. Yeah, we'll eat that one. Perfect. Oh, it's got a tiny little bit left, look. A drink. That's it. Right. Let's watch the sunset. It's looking rather red out there. Fire's out, of course. What's the temperature in here? Feels like 22. Yes, we could sleep in here. The total weight carried 38.48, so there's our sprain risk. And time of day, an hour and a bit after sunset. Just check to see if we can find any cloth for harvesting around here, because we are desperate for cloth for bandages. No, there's not. Okay. Right, well, I'm saying there's no cloth. Depends what state they're in. 46%, 15%. Take them and harvest them. I think we'll do the same with them, to be honest with you. Where are we? There they are. Harvest. Those socks. Harvest. Right, that should let us make a bandage now. How many bits of cloth have we got? 4 bits of cloth. So we use 2 of them to make bandages. That'll give us 5 bandages left in stock. Perfect. Yeah, 5 bandages now. And there is an aurora, and it's dark. I hate to be wasting all these auroras, but I don't like leaving loose ends before we move on. So it's bedtime now. We need to just have one last little munch. Finish that up. And eat a cattail. Yeah, just about got us. Take a quick sip of water. Perfect. Get into bed. Gonna push for a 10-hour sleep. Well, that's next morning. Have something for breakfast. We've got 30 odd cattails back at the camp office, so I'm going to eat 4 of these for breakfast. And take a drink. It's a whisker over 38 kilos, so about 3 kilos overweight. That looks like heavy fog. Let's go stick our noses out. What time of day is it? An hour after sunrise. In fact, before we go wandering out there, let's just check. Yeah. Might be worth passing an hour to let that fog disappear. But it is, in fact, the end of this episode, and we'll pick it up from here in the next one. I'm the Gazbeard. This is the Long Dark Wintermute Redux. We're in the forestry tower on the Mystery Lake map, about to drop down to the logging area to pick up that Forest Talker's cache, and pick up the loot that we left in the logging area cabins. Drop all of that off at the Mystery Lake camp office, sort out what we want to take on with us to episode 3, and then we'll head across, check out Hank's prepper cache, and then go into the dam and onwards from there. So I hope you'll join me for that in the next one. As always from me, leave your comments and questions down below, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.